Hi, everybody. How are you doing? So I went out for lunch today with a friend. It was nice getting out of the house. And we went to a restaurant that had this salad, salmon salad. It was really good. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Thank you for all the love and input. As you can see, my face is not as red, but it's definitely that you can't see it, but the skin is coming off. Look like a damn snake. So anyway, I said I'd come back today. I just finished with Andre, sort of a ad lib. He just said, "Do you want to do something?" I said, "Sure." But I also promised you guys I'd do something. So also, I want to make a comment about Wyoming. I told you guys about a thing I got in the mail that said that my ex-husband, who traveled from California to Maine, he's moved to Maine. Anyway, there was like, you didn't post bond, or you need to post bond, or we're gonna put in a warrant out for your arrest, and we're gonna contact to California DMV for your license to be forfeit. It's like, holy cow, what happened? Did he get into trouble and he failed to tell me? So I went online for the number, because you had to pay $150. I went online and it was for 6 miles over the speed limit. So obviously it was a speed trap. One time I went to court because the guy gave me 5 miles, and the judge was a mean judge. And he got to me and he said, for 5 miles, he said, just get her out, forget about it. So, but $150 for 6 miles over the speed limit with all those threats too. So she was talking about how beautiful Wyoming is. A lot of nice people, and I'm sure there are a lot of nice people in Wyoming. But it's kind of ugly, that part, I guess they're desperate for money. It was the highway patrol, but yeah, 6 miles. And you probably know it probably wasn't 6 miles, probably 5 miles, because he's really careful about watching his speed. So anyway, that's what happened. But she thought I was talking trash about Wyoming. She wasn't mean or anything. She just said, I just want you to know that they're good people, and I know they're good people, no problem. But it kind of puts a ding, a bad taste in your mouth. But I imagine this can happen anywhere. I remember my sister and brother were driving to Oklahoma in a van. My mom was in the back. And, they look like hippies. My sister and brother did. He had long hair, Oh, you kidding? Those highway patrol couldn't pull him over fast enough in a van, probably thinking they're going to make a big score. There's my mom in the background. What's going on? Oh, sorry, ma'am. So anyway, okay. So that's the scoop. I know when I got into Boston and I was going up to Maine, you had to drive the speed limit. You had to be careful because they just sit and wait for you. So just be careful. Okay. But definitely kudos off to Wyoming. It's still a beautiful country. Somebody wrote me something, I thought. I wanted to get on that. About this election, the Georgia Democratic Party against the election board of Georgia, they're going to win. I want you to know that most of these cases, they're going to win. I heard that as clear as day. And by the way, I just now saw like Ruben Galeago, or however you pronounce his name, is 14 points ahead of Carrie Lake. All these people are losing. Everybody's losing to Democrats. Now, and Andre and I discussed that. You would think that Kamala would be a little bit more ahead, considering that everybody else is winning by volumes. But I'll take it, because she's still going to win. I still think it's going to be a lot bigger than you think. Okay. So And Janet Jackson wants to know, will all the registered voters that were purged from the voter rolls be allowed? Absolutely. And I even see the DOJ getting involved. I know they talked about maybe going to Vermont or something, such a small place to kind of oversee, but they're gonna go to places like Texas and Georgia. Texas is in trouble. Texas they just bragged about getting rid of 1 million votes. And did you hear about the SCOTUS saying, being homeless will now be illegal? Do you realize what they're gonna do? Sure, you can say everybody have at it, just start putting them in jail. Well, at least they'll have a roof over their head and 3 squares a day. What the heck? What was that about? This is not gonna work out for them. I see a lot of emergency things happening after Kamala's in office, where they do a lot of work on this. The homeless situation, make sure that people who have mental disease are facilitated. I'm telling you, this is not gonna last. Because people just can't afford to rent a place. So, but besides the one with mental disease, those are the ones that, like my uncle was in a facility in Nampa, and then Reagan said, have at it, kick them all out. We don't need to take care of them. And then he was on his own with no meds out there causing all kinds of drama. Okay. Okay. No, Jack Smith, 55-9. Jack Smith did not ask. Jack Smith did not ask for Cannon to be replaced. They specifically did not ask. That was all over the news. So, but don't worry. This particular case is going to take off way bigger than most of the cases for Trump, because he's a traitor, and this is going to be huge. There's a lot of stuff. Will Ginny Thomas be indicted? I've often saw her indicted. I saw the subpoenas, especially with MPG. She's in big trouble. Just can't wait till this stuff starts happening. And I wanted to tell you that someone wrote me that soon after I reported that a very elderly statesman was going to pass, some Democratic statesman did pass. Hold on, let me see if I can look who it is real quick. Who was it? By the way, they're asking Mongolia to arrest Putin. Apparently he's supposed to go there, so we'll see if that happens. Well, anyway, it was a statesman. He was a Democrat, not a real, he was, he was elderly. Oh, wait. Lotus wrote me. He passed away shortly after you mentioned this. Okay. So who was it, Lotus? It was William James Pasquale. He passed away August 21st. Okay. He looks familiar to me. Alrighty. So, okay. So we want to look at Ginny Thomas. Just take a quick look, see. Tell me about Ginny Thomas. Boy, it's been going really good out here. We are getting fires, spot fires here and there, maybe up to 30 acres. But, they got those new airplanes, and the fire department has just been on it. Next thing I know, they're saying, no forward progress. We got it. We got it. Very happy. I'll tell you, we went so long without major fires. When that big one hit, they just weren't prepared. Okay, so tell me what I can tell everyone. Ginny Thomas. I don't see her spending time in jail, because they're going to come up with some mental thing. She's really going to act out. Tell me about Ginny Thomas. Ooh, she's already acting out. She's very upset and very mad. They really hope Trump will win. She's holding on. She hates Biden. Listen, I told you either Thomas is gonna get sick or she's gonna get sick, but justice will be there. Justice will be there. And the life she thought she had, she was living on easy streets, about ready to be taken down, and she'll be bouncing off the walls, battling, trying to get people to lose her number. She's actually, look at this, it's sort of madness. She's going to go through some sort of madness thing, but going over troubled waters, you know, she's being escorted over troubled waters. I don't think her husband's going to last that long. Okay. Yeah, I see Tester. Let's look again. A Montanian just said, hey, all the ads they're doing on Tester are and the other thing is Trump making fun of him with his belly. And let me tell you, Montanians don't appreciate a fat guy making a comment about another fat guy. And that's a turnoff for them. They don't think that's charming. Let's look at Tester. But the numbers are outrageous how well other people are winning. So let me see. John Tester. John Tester. But I think the Montanians know that this is a lie. So here's him holding up. Oh, see, he's going to be offered the position. And it's evil. You guys be sure to shake some smoke and some holy water, because it's actual evil trying to make things ugly. He's definitely scraping for money. Yeah, he gets his old job back, or the job he has now. He's okay. You know, he really didn't want to do it again, but he thought he had to. But I see things building, because pretty soon Trump was going to be totally out of the picture. Will there be delays in certifying Vice President Harris? No. 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 Going by the book. Some behind the scenes stuff, like I think some drama outside of the White House, but I don't see. Now let's ask another question, just real quick. Is Mike Johnson going to have to pay for what he did by opening the door for Arlington for Trump? Now he's blaming the Gold Star families. Oh, and he didn't bring that camera. They paid for a professional photographer. That thing really worked against him. And Andre and I were just talking, because, you know, he was going on Easy Street. He just totally set that up because he wanted to look like a president putting down a wreath, something he wouldn't do when he was president. Tell me about Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson sees the writing on the wall. They're going to lose. They're going to lose big too. He's trying to walk away from it. Mike Johnson, trying to gain strength, looking at an exit. Will he suffer? I don't think so. Don't forget, or either we're going to be real happy about some news about him. He's got bigger troubles than that. He's got being part of the whole January 6th. He's another one, Marjorie Taylor Greene is. I feel this weird down energy on MTG. I don't know how you guys have been feeling. I can't even look at her psychically, almost like maybe she blocks us off or something. But I'm feeling like she's not happy. And I'm feeling like, you know, she's, I don't know, are they back from vacation yet? I just feel like she's laying on the down low because she knows something's coming up. Well, Kentucky go blue. Lisa, I think I already answered that, right? I don't see it. I'm sorry, not this time, honey, but I sure wish I could. And I think I already read Tammy's going to win, Tammy Baldwin. I think Florida's going to flip. I think Georgia's going to go. And perhaps even North Carolina. I just heard yes on North Carolina are going to go to Kamala. So about that conversation she had, the interview, I just want you to know it worked out real well for her. So don't believe any of the junk they're trying to. They are so desperate to find something. Somebody said, "Oh my God, Walsh was seen not bringing his grocery cart back to the." It's like, oh my God, Walsh didn't put his grocery cart back. That's, I mean, they're fine tooth going through. I even posted on one of my things, a little bit blurb from Spaceballs when they said, "Have you found anything yet?" They were combing the desert. So these two guys are pulling a regular comb. "No, sir, we sure haven't." "How about you guys?" Two guys through the regular comb. "No, sir, we haven't." And then these, that, one of those combs like you do for this. And he said, they both said, "We ain't found S." They're desperate to find it. This is a good one. I really need to dive into this. Now, I really get a strong feeling like Putin will be gone before Biden even leaves office, but let's look at what's going on with the Middle East. Angel of light and mercy. The poor people in Gaza have, the Palestinians have lost their children. I just heard somebody over here just said Ukraine will win the war. Thank you very much. But tell me about, there's a lot of people want to take Netanyahu out. I don't necessarily mean they want to kill him. They want to get rid of him. That's what I just heard very clearly. So what happens? What about peace in the Middle East? Oh, so Netanyahu was hoping that Trump would win, but now the writing's on the wall. As we get closer to that, I think he comes up with a whole plan. He might work with Biden on it, of ceasing fire and getting the hostages out. Even the ones that don't want to do it, I see them doing it because I see that I see some more bombing. Where's that at? I see Israel doing some more bombing, but this should be completed. The latest, still some strife, but the latest by next summer even, but not this mass killing. Netanyahu's in trouble. I really see him in trouble. So I don't know. It's almost like the Putin feeling because, crimes against humanity, that kind of thing. So listen, my friend I went to lunch with, she said, "Do you remember?" Well, she reminded me, but I told you guys, you remember a long time ago, you saw, she said, "I remember the video. You said, I see Biden hand the baton to Kamala and she will be the first female president of the United States." She said, "Linda, you said that." I'll find the video, I'll put it up. And then she said, and then you said, "She will be a president of justice, law and justice," which is interesting because I don't remember saying that. But if you think about it, that's kind of who she is. But she really will get in there like with the thumb on, like a what for? I see her really attaching to things that just aren't fair. As it is, have you guys noticed the grocery prices are going down because they know what's coming? I know Biden's already working on it, but I got to tell you, I haven't seen prices like this since before the COVID. So it's like, whoa, they're already doing it. They're already bringing the prices down. I saw it. And they even admitted, Kroger said they admitted upping the price of eggs and dairy and stuff because they could. They wanted to make a profit. So anyway, it's a beautiful thing. Okay. Yeah, elephant wildlife, she's saying that Governor Newsom tearing down encampments and the homelessness. Yeah, they're gonna come up, this is pushed, that you think this is bad, but actually this is as ugly as it is, it's gonna turn around and work in the favor of those that need help, because they're gonna just say, we have to help. You will be able to separate maybe the drug addicts or the people who have mental. There's people, when I worked in a hospital, we had what they call revolving doors, which were people who were alcoholics and drug addicts. And they just kept coming into the ER for something. We'd have to, what they call banana bag them. And which has a bunch of niacin and stuff in the bag, and it helps with the alcoholism. But I remember a guy, we got him dressed, he was being checked out, he wanted to live on the street, he didn't want to have any help. He wanted to wear the same clothes he had on when he came in, and it smelled like Trump. And I was like, you sure, honey, we have extra pants and stuff we can give you? He said, no, thank you. He would always look down, his face was filthy. And then I looked at him, I said, can you tell me why? What is the reason for you to put yourself through this? And he said, he just for a brief moment, he looked up at me, which he would not do. And he said, my wife left me. And that's all he said. And it's so sad about human beings, because sometimes even that wife leaving him could have gave him a better life. But he took it all upon himself. She might have left him because he was drinking too much. But instead of stopping drinking, he buried himself in alcohol. That alcohol would just mess it up. Let me tell you, I've seen perfectly good people. Everybody keeps asking me, do you see a delay in Trump's sentencing? No, I don't. I don't know why. Maybe a delay of when to put him in a jail, or they might put him on some sort of confinement, you know, where he has to contact and say every place he is. He's a felon as it is. He's out on bail. So it's just amazing the opening he gets. Oh, he's ruining the Republicans, you guys. This is excellent. This is excellent. Remember, I kept seeing that the Republicans jumping off ship like rats. It's like he does you absolutely no good. And I saw old Ted Cruz saying, he said, do you think Trump is bad for the party? No, well, wait till you lose, sucker. So, will Cannon be held accountable? I'm not seeing anything. I just see her reputation is gone. And it might even be something else she does that doesn't have anything to do with Trump. After Trump loses, that I see them saying, you know what? But like, I think, was it Andre said to me, you know, judges can get away with a lot. That's a good one. User just said, will there be a law to prevent US government shutdowns? There will when Kamala comes in. I just saw her doing something. They're going to do that no emperor or no president can be emperor thing that they're trying to get through, but the Republicans won't vote it through. And they're also going to do something with not shutting down the government. I just saw that. Oh yeah, user says, can you read on how Trump's taking the new indictments from Jack Smith? Oh my God, he's dying. He's dying. The ketchup bottles are flying. It's a beautiful thing. No, you know, you guys, I wish I could tell you that I see Trump would love to get rid of Vance, because Vance is not adding to anything for him. Vance is a loser. He couldn't do Kennedy, but he Tulsi Gabbard. In fact, be sure to watch my show with Andre. Tulsi is giving him the speech or helping him with his debate with Kamala. And what I feel is that Andre said this too. She really tore into Kamala at her debate back when she was running for president. If she tells Trump to do the same thing because he's a man, he's going to deal with the Rottweiler. I'm going to tell you right now, she ain't not going to take that laying down. She will tear into him. Excuse me, I'm thinking. I'm talking. But I don't see Tulsi Gabbard. If he does change, it wouldn't be her. Can you ask your guys if there is a stock market crash coming up in the near? I don't know, you poor guys, why you worry about stuff like that. No, and I've told you before, no. And look what's happening. It's higher than it's ever been. Now that might get adjusted, but no crash, not like we've seen. Not down to 7,000 like what happened before. No, I don't see that. And I see the Social Security being saved, protected, and even stronger. I know, that's so funny, Sarah. She said, 45 is having a golf club hosting the awards gala for January 6th. You know, that's not for the January 6th. That's to line his pockets. This is a man who'll take money from crippled children, okay? This man could care less about anyone else. He'll act like, oh, yes, you guys are heroes. Remember they did a big event, they were supposed to give it to veterans, and they found out they didn't give a dime to the veterans. Yeah, Johnson's gonna lose his speakership. You know, I was almost feeling that he would lose it right before, like he can't stay, but he's gonna desperately try to stay to see if he can finagle with the electoral, but Kamala's the one that's gonna read him off and it's over. Hell to the no. He will go down in shame, but don't forget, a subpoena is knocking on his door. Knock, knock. Who's there? Will there be honesty in South Dakota? No. Don't worry, Kristi Noem's getting ready to go down. She's a has-been. Pretty soon, all these people, all these terrible people, and that guy who was governor, or was he governor? He's trying to be governor, who thinks women shouldn't have got the right to vote and all that. He's going down too. I think Lucas will beat Josh Hawley. And by the way, Andre looked at Lucas's chart and he looks way better than Josh. So fingers crossed. Okay. By the way, tomorrow I won't be on at all. My grandson's coming. We're doing a little soiree, barbecue hamburgers and hot dogs. And his favorite mac and cheese and spaghetti without the meat. He doesn't like meat in his spaghetti. And I've ordered a nice little birthday cake. So we're just gonna get, a little family thing. It should be fun. It's not like when he was a baby though, because he's like 5'4" now. Your mama Nan is crazy, huh? And boy, he's getting good at baseball, you guys. Boy, he can kick them out of the park. Holy cow. Yes, Kathleen, very, very good changes for Medicare in the future. Very good changes. I see Kamala together with Bernie Sanders and definitely coming up with a game plan to help people. She's more, Biden is the same way, but Biden was more trying to work both sides. Kamala feels more like, you know what, we need to address people who need help now. Although Biden and her really came in hard with the COVID and did everything they could to help people. But is Jim Jordan going after the judge's daughter? No, I just heard no. Nope. And Texas, I don't know about blue because they're cheating so much. They are cheating so much. But I do feel Florida going blue. And I'll tell you, Kamala's at a neck to neck in North Carolina right now with Trump. He can't take that. Scott Perry's in trouble too, you guys. I don't know if he's up for his seat, but I see trouble for Scott Perry. Ron Johnson, I see trouble for Ron Johnson. So, we can talk about, I'll keep these videos short because I'm just kind of going over stuff that we've gone through before. Well, when I tell you, please submit a question, if especially for a certain race in your community, let me know. And I'll take a look, see. The polls are actually better for Harris. I don't know why, I just keep feeling that, and I feel like they're not including, you know how many millions of 18-year-olds are gonna be ready to vote? And the love and the energy that's going on, Trump can't beat that. He cannot beat that. And look what he's doing to his own people. They're losing, not by 2 or 3 points, by 14, 15, 16 points. I love it, and I'm here for it too. So the earliest I can come back is Sunday. But I love you all, and I guess Monday's a holiday. So I hope you guys have a good holiday weekend. All right, cheers.